We're in Northampton, Massachusetts today, and we're going to talk about a canal that was off the Mill River that's totally gone, and then factories that were here. They're now in a little park, and there's not much to it. It's a very tiny park with a skateboard area and the basketball courts and a softball field, and it's very residential along the edge. But believe it or not, until 1940, the Mill River came off the campus of Smith College, and it took a left right through downtown. But it flooded so many times in the 1930s that people were getting sick of it. And with the help of the Corps of Engineers and the federal government, they were able to take this river, divert it to the right, and send it off towards the edge of the oxbow near Hurlbut's Pond. And that was done. And so you're left with an empty area that was filled in. The river was filled in. A tiny canal that fed off the backside of it from us was filled in. The river would have been right where the basketball courts and where the skate park was. And so any homes around here are later than 1940s. Now, what was here? Well, there was Horace Lamb. He built a wire mill here. And of course, if you're going to build a mill, you have to have a canal bringing it off the Mill River right into the mill itself. And it was only a wire mill, and what he did was, he used the wire to make brooms and brushes, wire brooms and wire brushes, which are very strong, of course, and they would be used to take the paint off of things that were very hard to take it off of. And with time, he actually blossomed out further, and by 1910, the Smith Grist Mill took over a bit of it, and they functioned alongside each other. And then the New England Box Company came in, and they used it for a while. And by the 1940s, it started to go away because people didn't really need these powers. They had electricity, and that started coming big. And so, believe it or not, in this little place, there was the Mill River coming down, which is very wide, probably as wide as the basketball court we're looking at. And on the opposite bank from it was that tiny canal, the Lamb Canal, feeding those two little mills. And they had races in them, bring the water in, drop it over their turbines, and get a lot of power out of that. And they were small. Now, this was the last of 8 canals in Northampton, the last of the ones that would have mills along it. And so it's long gone from memory, but I have a web page for it, and I'll put pictures of the mills, describe the mills to you. Now what we're going to do is we're going to scan around this area so you can see what it looks now. Thank you.